What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Mr. Crawlings. In that last video you guys just watched, I had a whole bunch of plants in the back and I was really excited to tell you about this new species that I'm working with today. And here they are. I actually got an old bird cage that I have because I wanted to get these guys some nice natural sunlight. The weather's really good out today. It's like mid-70s. And this is a mountain dwelling species. Actually, these are Acanthosaura natali, or A. natali. But that's the type of mountain horned dragons that I'm working with. So I'm really excited to have them. I did get 2 males and 1 female, so I got to kind of keep an eye on the boys. When they get around breeding size or something like that, there's a potential that the 2 males could fight, but I'm pretty sure I got a big enough enclosure, which you guys are going to see here in a minute. But here, I just wanted to introduce you guys to the natali. And they're in this little bird cage back here getting some sun. Now, if you guys don't have screen enclosures, this is kind of just like a little hack that I like to do to get my animals some natural sunlight. Because like in glass enclosures and tubs and things like that, they can trap heat and it can be very detrimental to your reptile's health. Screen cages are a much better option. If you have one, absolutely utilize it. But these bird cages, they have small enough bars and allow in actually a little bit more sunlight than you would your lizard would get if the sunlight had to go through screening. So I find this is a really great option for my trio, and they seem to really enjoy it. I'm going to turn the camera around so you guys check it out. So hopefully it'll focus, because I know it's going to go ahead and try to catch the bars and stuff like that. But right here front and center is my female. That's Tara. Here, let me see if I can open the cage. They are a little quick, but they're not too bad. Oh, she doesn't like the camera. A lot of reptiles, I notice, don't like it when you record them. But this is my female, and she's getting so large that I'm thinking she could possibly be pregnant. She may be gravid. I don't know. She's still really small. I would hope she isn't, but a lot of times when they're wild collected, they do come in possibly fertilized already. There's my 1 male, super handsome. That's Tara, and this is Fauna right here. And then on the other side that's hiding from us right now, that's Rocky. Oh, she's running. Scared her. But yeah, I'm gonna get out of here. I don't want to scare her too much. But yeah, there's Rocky in there. And yeah, this is kind of just how I let them come out here and get some natural sunlight. I moved them over to the more of the sun so you guys could see them better, but I'm going to move them back over. It's always good to offer your reptiles some partial shade. That way, if they need to get out of the sunlight, they have an area to go to where it's not like blistering hot, you know, if they don't need the sunlight. So yeah, mountain horn dragons, right? Mountain horn dragons, they're amazing. I don't think enough people are working with the species. They're super chill. They're very tame. You could see she got startled from the camera there. But I've held each one of them. The big male, Rocky, he doesn't like me so much. My kids named him Rocky, and I was like, Rocky Mountains, that works. But I'm working with them all steadily, and they're all eating and growing and doing great. Yeah, it's an amazing honor to be working with a new species in the hobby and trying to reproduce them so you guys and future generations can enjoy them, and we don't have to keep pulling them in from the wild, which I mentioned in that first video. But why don't we go inside and I'll show you their setup. All right, and here we go. I can't really, I got them in my bedroom. This is a Vivosun grow tent. This is a 3-foot long by 5 feet tall by 20 inches deep grow tent. And you can see I spared no expense. Those plants look great in here. I did have a couple of other house plants that you guys know I love using in some of my other vivarium builds, the Pothos and the Purple Wanderer. Their mercury vapor bulb just kicked on. This is all automated, guys. This thing is amazing, right? We got a UVB fluorescent tube here. We got the mercury vapor for UVB and UVA. I have a chameleon bug run that I created for them. It's nice. They get to graze on it whenever I'm not around and I can't feed them. I tongue feed them currently, so they eat really good. Or I make sure they get in their vitamin dusted ones, but then they can come up here and graze whenever they want. And occasionally I'll throw some crickets in here. Not a lot, just a few, for them to run around and catch and get some entertainment. This is our, and I know you guys might have forgot about it. If you're a longtime viewer, this is my pitcher plant that was in my red-eyed croc skink vivarium. So this is coming back, all right? I got this big staghorn fern, I want to call it. I'm pretty sure. I got this palm. I forget what this is called. This is a, it's in the banana family. Cara? Anyway, I can't remember. But yeah, I just got a lot of plants. And basically the design behind this whole build was that I wanted, from this little water dish, which you have to have moving water for mountain horn dragon species, they, like chameleons, don't recognize standing water. And then, and they frequently, they won't even drink from it. They'll just soak in it, bathe in it, and even, they'll defecate in it, just to, you know, put it lightly. But I liked having this long flowing sweeping motion, so they have all these plants to climb and get to this vertical space, and they can climb up that the wood on the back, and then across the vine they can get under the UV, so they can utilize all this space. Actually, a lot of times I'll find them up here and I'm like, guys, you're not getting any UV up there, but they enjoy the darkness. I also have a fan in here, so I can kick that on. If it gets too warm, I'll turn it on and I can cool it down right away. It pulls in cool air from my room in down through the tank, and then it's vented along the floor, so there's good cross ventilation. There's one in the back over there behind those plants, and then there's one over here by the water. And here's the little herpetostat, or that this is all hooked up to. And then the LED lights. But this is amazing, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you do, make sure you give it a like and a thumbs up. We're going big on the Mr. Crawlings channel, guys. We're just going huge. Like, I'm not even playing around anymore. I'm loving these creatures. I'm happy to and honored to be one of the first people in the hobby working with them. From what I understand, Natali were separated from Capara, which they thought was the same species, in around, I believe it was 2016. But even in the hobby today, when you go and you find mountain horns available, they're wild collected, and a lot of times they're just labeled as mountain horn dragons. So nobody even really, when they're selling them to you, unless they know, they don't even know the species that you're getting. You're just getting generically named mountain horn dragons, where I'm going to be working with, you know, the specific species. Natali is the one that I really, really liked, and the other one that I would hope to work with in the future and create another setup very similar as the Lepidogastr. So they're a cool weather reptile, and they're great for the northern hemisphere of the United States. They don't like it really hot. They do require higher humidity. A lot of the species that I plan on working with require much higher humidities and cooler temperatures, which make them great for the northern hemisphere of the United States. I hope you guys enjoyed that video and enjoyed the setup and everything like that. If you're new to my channel, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe down below. Really appreciate it. It means a lot to me. And it's a way that I get to interact with you, answer your questions, and give you a little bit more details about some of the things that you're seeing in my video, how I do it, and how I successfully keep the reptiles. I appreciate you and I thank you. Until next time, if you keep it crawling. We'll see you later.